guys, welcome back to our channel. Oh my gosh, my pajamas. It's not even Christmas, but like I live in these pajamas. Like you guys have no idea. Anyways guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to recreate this full beat using all drugstore makeup, all affordable makeup. Cool tone look for a warm tone lover girl. You know what I mean? We use a lot of like cool tone browns, but I love this look. It just makes my brown eyes just pop, and I love it because it's just like cool tone, but you also have that like gold glitter going on, so it's just like best of both worlds, you know? Anyways, enough of the rambling. If you're not yet a part of our TSQUAD family and you would like to join, don't forget to subscribe in the link down below, and also don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so YouTube alerts you when I upload another video, which is most likely tomorrow. So subscribe. If you want to learn how to recreate this makeup right here, if you want to know what's on my skin, oh my gosh, that highlighter. But yeah guys, if you want to hang out with me for the next couple of minutes or so, or if you just want to do your makeup with me together, then let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, let's do this. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to take the Martini Prep Primer. It's the Instant Serum Primer Instant Lift. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over my skin. Remember, I was obsessed with this primer, so I'm just going to apply this everywhere. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix foundation. So I'm going to take the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, which you guys know I really like. And I'm going to mix it in with this one right here. This is the Makeup Revolution Matte Base Pore Blurring Full Coverage Foundation. I'm going to go ahead and take this on my sponge. This sponge is from e.l.f. I love this sponge, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. And let's see what we get. Getting pretty good coverage. Like, The e.l.f. one is already full coverage in my opinion, so both of them mixed together. Voila. Mask on. I'm just going to go ahead and take my brush and I'm just going to press the foundation right here. This is where I have my larger pore area, so I really want to buff that product into my skin. So I feel like the brush does a really good job at doing that. So for concealer, I'm going to go ahead and take the Infallible Full Wear Concealer by L'Oreal. This is one of my favorites. I have mine in the shade 360 Cashmere. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight, and I guess it's a little bit more on the yellow side compared to the foundation, but it's okay. I'm just gonna apply some right there and right here on my chin. This concealer is full coverage, and in my opinion it's super comparable to Tarte Shape Tape. This one is just a little bit more breathable, I feel like, because I feel like Tarte Shape Tape can be a little bit drying if you are dry skin. But nonetheless, if you moisturize really good, then you should have no problem with it. Also acts great as an eyeshadow primer because it's a little bit more on the thicker side, and it is going to cover veins or anything like that. So I really like it. Alright guys, and sometimes when I feel like the foundation is looking a little bit too ghostly on my skin, like it's looking just too pale, I do like to go in with a cream contour product. This one is the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation in the shade F12. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to give my skin a little bit of warmth. I'm going to take my favorite brush. This is the Stippling Dual Fiber Brush by Real Techniques. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. I feel like you can always work with a darker foundation as well. You can use a concealer to highlight. And same thing goes with a lighter foundation. I feel like you can still work with a lighter foundation. So in this case, the foundation, I feel like it's a little bit too light. So we're just going to go ahead and warm my skin up a little bit. I do want to try the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation Stick to bronze my skin. So I do have to pick up like a darker shade to see how it works for that. But right now, I've been loving this one. Alright guys, moving on to setting the skin. I'm going to go ahead and take the Kylie Cosmetics Translucent Setting Powder. The only reason why I'm going to use this is because I have it here and I'm obviously not going to get a refund. So I have to like use it up, so I really want to keep trying it, see if it works with like other foundations and stuff like that. But with my favorite face product, like my favorite combo, it just didn't work out for me. Like I said, I do have a review video up on my channel already. Do I think it's worth it? No. There's better drugstore products out there that are just better, but since I have it, we're gonna use it. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my review video, but I feel like this powder is almost close to like the consistency of like a powder foundation, in the sense that it is a thicker powder. Even though it looks pretty like finely mild, it's almost thick, and it almost like transforms my foundation. Like it makes it look heavy and cakey, and I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's like adding coverage at the same time, but I just don't like it. My favorite combination as far as bronzer and blush. This is the combination that I had in my pregnancy story video, and a lot of you guys wanted to know what it was. So I am going to be using this one right here. This is the NYX bronzer in the shade medium. This one is more of like a contour shade, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the light one would have been perfect for me. This one is a little bit like too dark, or like more like on the red side, which I like, but you can look kind of weird if you don't know how to like work with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this where I normally would contour, and I'm applying this with a Morphe R14 brush. Oh, my nose is itchy. I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but it gives you just like such a bronzy kind of vibe going on. I don't know, I feel like it's just so bronzy, and I dig it. Looks kind of dirty right now, but I promise you guys it comes together once I like blend everything and I cut everything and I apply my blush. Everything is gonna look good. I shaved my face recently, and I don't know what I did wrong, but I feel like I got like a patch right here. I don't know. Hashtag after you see a Jaclyn Hill video and you go try to like copy what she's doing and then you suck at it. So like yeah, that's what happened to me. Anyways, for blush, guys, I'm going to take the Mellow Wine Color Icon by Wet n Wild. This is one of my favorite blushes. Not only that, but it's also one of my favorite combinations with this particular bronzer. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. And then I'm going to go in and blend it out with the other brush, because I feel like this one is just so pigmented. And I feel like if you don't know how to work with this blush, it can be intense. I love the effect that it gives my skin. Like it just looks like I was in the sun, you know? Now we're going to move on to cutting the face. So by cutting the face, I mean cutting the cheekbone area so it looks nice and clean. And I'm going to take this mineral-based HD finishing powder by NYX in the shade Banana. I've been obsessing over this powder here, so I just like to take some on my sponge. And instead of using translucent powder, I'm using this powder here. The reason being is because, as you guys are going to be able to see, it's just going to brighten up that area, and it's going to make it look more sharp, clean, and intense, which is what we want. So for my eyebrows, I never do my eyebrows on camera. They're enemies. They just never come out right. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows real quick. Alright guys, so now taking my K17 by Cara Beauty, I'm gonna take the shade Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek, which is just a soft brown kind of color. And I'm going to run it all over my crease area to act as a transition shade. So I am going to be putting on a lot of cool tone colors. I still want some warmth peeking through. Now I'm going to move on to a Morphe M433, and I'm going to pick up the shade Kokomo Cafe by Coastal Scents, and this is like a cool tone brown. These shadows are like $1, if not less than $1, so, and they're pretty pigmented. So I'm going to start by packing this on the outer V of my eye, and then slowly I'm going to go in and pack it all over the lid. Once I have that color packed on the lid, now with the same brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend the edges of this shadow. So now I'm going to move on to Timeless Taupe, which is a dark taupey color, also by Coastal Scents. And with the same brush, I'm going to begin by placing this all over the lid. So on top of that first shade that I just applied. Just going to make the lid stand out more, and it's going to become more of like a cool tone brown smokiness going on rather than like a warm tone, if that makes sense, because the first shade that we applied is a little bit too warm. Now we're moving on to the cool tone. Ever so lightly, I'm just blending everything out. So we have that color laid on. Now I'm going to move on to a M441, and I'm just going to go in and blend everything out. Make it a little bit more smoky and diffuse. Once we have that color nice and blown out, now I'm going to pick up this shade here, which is called Noche, and this is by ColourPop. I'm going to place this on the lid because I want to deepen up this look just a tad bit. Just like so, and then I'm gonna go into a Morphe M506, and I'm just gonna go in and blend everything out. This is a very small blending brush, so it's really going to get in that crease, because I want the majority of the product to stay on the lid. I don't want it to pass the crease, so I'm just gonna go in and blend everything out. I go into my transition shade brush, and I'm just gonna go in and blend everything out. Make sure that everything looks nice and blended out. Now we're getting somewhere. I feel like now my lid looks like smoky, but it also looks in between like a cool tone and a brown. So now I'm gonna go into the Appeal Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Rose Gold, which is this gold one here. And we're just gonna apply it straight onto the lid like so, and then with a tiny brush I'm just gonna go in and disperse the shimmery shadow all over. I really like this glitter because it really just pulls any look together, and as you guys can see, it's super easy to apply, but once it dries down then you can't really mess around with it anymore. So now I'm going to take the Golden Flower Crown highlighter to highlight my inner corner as well as my brow bone. So just taking a pencil brush, I'm just going to go in here and highlight. Now I'm just going to take the same shades that I used at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and buff them out on the bottom real quick. Taking a flat definer brush, I'm going to pick up the dark brown shade, which is in the shade Noche, and I'm going to stamp it only up to half of my eye, like so. Like that, and then I'm going to go in and blend it out. Now I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara, and I'm going to apply some on my top and on my bottom lashes. Now I'm going to take my lashes. I think they're like almost drying. And I'm going to pop them. They're my favorite lashes. I get them off of Amazon, and they're $9.99. They are these right here. I'm gonna have them linked down below in case you guys are interested. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set my skin. I'm gonna be using the I Love Revolution Fixing Spray in Peaches and Cream because it's my favorite. So I'm gonna take Morphe highlighter in the shade Extra. You guys already know it's my favorite. So I'm going to take this one and voila. Look, isn't this so beautiful? It's like a white gold kind of highlighter. And I feel like this makeup look will look really pretty with a nude liquid lipstick, but I kind of want to do a red. How would a red look? Should we do a red? I feel like I'm gonna fuck it up if I do a red, but should we do a red? Alright guys, and this is the finished and completed look. I did went ahead and change the lip color. I went with a nude because I feel like I'm just more of like a nude kind of girl, but by all means you can wear this with like any color liquid lipstick. Yeah, and I threw my hair in a bun because my hair is so dirty. I am about to hop in the shower and wash my hair because it's been a long week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and doing our makeup together. I love doing my makeup with you guys. I know a lot of you guys were asking me about the juice recipe that I show in almost every single video because I do take a juice every single morning. So I do have it in my highlight stories on Instagram, so go check that out if you're interested in knowing what I put in my juice. If you want to see more drugstore makeup tutorials, or if you liked this one, don't forget to thumbs up the video right now. And yeah, I will catch you guys very soon in my next one. Bye guys.